Hey guys, what's going on? It's Obezgaming back again with another video, and we have our first Player of the Month review for FIFA 22, and it is going to be Player of the Month Florian Wirtz, the Bundesliga Player of the Month. This looks like a really nice card, and it's very fairly priced, coming in about 50k to do at the moment, an 84 rated squad and an 85 rated squad. And I think it's really good value for the state of this card. So jumping straight in, he is obviously a cam. He is 5'9", with high medium work rate. He's right-footed with 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot. Now, straight up looking at the front of this card, obviously the pace is a little bit low with 81, but everything else is looking really nice. And to me, looking at this card, it screams striker a little bit more so than cam for me. He is 5'9", which is an ideal height, and obviously he does have that higher attacking work rate. But jumping straight into the attributes, as I said, the pace is 81, but that's because of the split of acceleration and sprint speed being quite massive. I think you have to look to boost this pace with the chem style regardless of where you're playing him, so I would be saying for Hunter. And obviously on full chem that would be 96 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, which is looking really healthy. And obviously having that higher acceleration means that off the mark he is going to feel very fast, and it will likely feel, faster than a 91 pace card. Shooting is already pretty good, but just adding that Hunter just gives you that extra bit of finishing, that extra bit of shot power that you'll need. Passing doesn't need touching at all. Really good vision, really good short passing, and decent long passing as well. Superb dribbling, other than the reactions at low at 73. Other than that, all really top tier dribbling. 91 agility, 87 balance is superb. The reactions being a little bit low is a bit disappointing, but that being said, with such high acceleration, then you'll probably not notice that as much, because at least he'll catch up when he does react to the ball. On top of that, then, he does have the 93 stamina, which is huge. He's going to be able to play for the entire match, no questions asked. Traits, he does have the flare trait and the outside of the foot shot trait, which are two really nice things to have. Doesn't have the finesse, which is a shame, but the outside of the foot shot trait is a really nice one to have. That being said, he does have the 4-star weak foot, so shouldn't be too much of an issue anyway. But let's jump into some gameplay and see how he performs. So guys, as I said, jumping into the gameplay, we have used him as both a cam and a striker. And to be honest with you, I preferred him as a striker, but really there wasn't much in it at all. He is equally adept in both positions, so I think that's personal preference and where he fits into your team. But as I said, yeah, he was superb at both. I would go as far as saying this card is probably the best value for money SBC, definitely so far. Could well be all year, because for 50k this guy is superb. Now, I absolutely love having a striker that can pass the ball well. I find it's really important for sort of slower build-up play, bringing the wingers into play quite a lot, and this guy just ticks that box in a big way. His passing is fantastic, both long and short. Through balls were great. Honestly, just a really good player to link the play up between your attack and defence. So, in that sense, that suggests you could use him as a camera striker, as I said. But with that, you are going to want to boost the pace, whether that's a catalyst and really, max out the passing, or as I did, go with a Hunter and use him as a striker. To be fair, as a cam, you'd still want a Hunter on him because that shooting can really do with the extra boost. But once he has got that pace and he gets up there, he feels rapid. I know when looking at the stats, we noticed the fact that the difference between the acceleration and the sprint speed is quite large. But having that such a high acceleration when you have a Hunter on top of that means that you really don't notice the sprint speed maybe being a little bit lower, because he just reacts to everything really fast. The low reactions I didn't notice whatsoever. I thought the acceleration really made up for that, and he was very nippy both on and off the ball. As you're going to see in a lot of these goals, the amount of times he can receive the ball with his back to goal and sort of spin and turn defenders inside out, he is just absolutely superb at that. Again, the shooting with the boost, you can see he scores some absolute bangers for me from outside the box as well, and not just the sort of time finesse that you're used to seeing. His long shots are great. Inside the box, he's absolutely deadly. I'm yet to use a striker that has, maybe Ben Yedder, but other than him, that has the sort of ability to twist and turn and finish so adeptly as he does. If I did have to pick out a particular weakness on this card, the one and only thing really that stands out as being a bit of a weakness with this guy is ironically, his weakness. He's not strong. Especially up front, there was quite a few times where he was getting knocked off the ball, which obviously isn't ideal, but maybe means he suits cam for those situations a little bit better. But for a card for 50k, you can't expect it all, and that is a very minor sort of negative point on what is otherwise a superb card. I can see no reason why everyone shouldn't go and get this, to be honest with you. Even necessarily if he doesn't fit in your team, for the sake of 50k's worth of fodder, as a bench player, he's just going to be fantastic. But to be honest, with being Bundesliga and being German, there are plenty of good strong links you can get into him. Goretzka, Kimmich, Gnabry. There's just plenty of options to be able to fit him into that team. So for me, this is one that absolutely everyone should do, because it is very, very good value for money at being around 50k. Especially if you are in the position to be able to afford Goretzka and get that strong link into him. Those are going to be a duo, even as a sort of CDM and Cam, if you want a midfield duo of those two, that are just going to absolutely run the game for quite some time, to be honest with you. There's very few exceptional Cams in the Bundesliga, and this guy really is one of them, and can play up front if needs be as well, so he sort of fills two holes there. But yeah, as I said, if you've got the fodder, absolutely 100% worth it. A really, really good card, and a really fun card to use as well. The 4-star, 4-star means that you can do a lot with him. So he opens a lot of doors being 4-star, 4-star. But yeah, that brings me to the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.